1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7,
8, 9, 10.
My name is Jessica Kennon, and this is my informative speech. Before insulin, diabetes, which is a disorder that leads to high and low blood sugars, was considered the curse of death. It affects every system of your body. Today I'm going to discuss some of the effects of this worldwide epidemic. Since my mom is a registered nurse and a diabetic educator, and my dad is a diabetic, I feel that I have the knowledge in this area. I'm going to explain to you this disease, the signs and symptoms that come along with the disease, some treatments and long-term care to prevent further long-term complications. There are some proper steps that you should take to treat and control diabetes. If not, you'll have long-term complications, but they can be prevented and reduced, and you can live a healthy, long life. Diabetes applies in different states, and it leads to high and low blood sugars. According to WebMD, it is caused by the inability to use insulin by the pancreas. Once a person eats, it signals the pancreas to produce insulin, and then the insulin travels through the blood and into the sugar, and the sugar into the cell. There's currently no cure for diabetes, and 1 in 3 people have it. The Center for Disease Control states that 23.6 million people in the U.S. have diabetes, which makes this the largest epidemic. 246 million people to date have diabetes. Diabetes is the most costly disease to treat, and it exceeds $174 billion a year to date. It is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. Now that I've talked about some of the statistics, I'm going to talk to you about the different types, the signs and symptoms, and the treatments of diabetes. The different types of diabetes comes with age and cause. According to Tasha Kennon, a diabetic educator, there are 3 main classes. Type 1 is when the pancreas produces no insulin at all. It is lifelong and has a fast onset. It affects 10% of people with diabetes, and it's usually hereditary. Some of the signs and symptoms are thirst, hunger, fatigue, and weight loss. The ways that type 1 diabetes can be treated are with meds, usually daily insulin injections, exercise, and a proper diet. Type 2 is the most common type of diabetes. 90% of the diabetic education population has type 2. It's when the body can't use the insulin that's being produced effectively. Usually people with type 2 are overweight and have poor health, but it can be treated with proper diet, meds, exercise, and weight loss. Type 3 is the final type of diabetes, which is gestational diabetes. 7% of all pregnant women develop gestational diabetes. It is, however, temporary, though it may need insulin injections. The best way to treat it is with diet and monitoring from your doctor. It can lead to birth defects if not treated properly. The last area I want to talk to you about today is long-term complications if diabetes is not treated. High and low blood sugar levels is the #1 cause of adult blindness and kidney failure. The death of heart disease and stroke is 2 to 4 times higher, and it leads to birth defects if not treated. Today I've shared with you some disease complications, treatments, and according to Medical News Today, 1 in 3 people are diabetic in the U.S. It is imperative to recognize the signs, visit with your doctor regularly, and live a healthy lifestyle. And if you are diagnosed with diabetes, follow the proper measures to prevent long-term complications.